Let's just start with the assumption that your employee didn't wake up this morning thinking, how can I mess up and really tick off my boss? So you just got off of a very spicy phone call with a client and they gave you an earful about an employee's mistake. Now what? Let's break it down. As a leader, when your employee makes a mistake, there are three things you have to keep in mind. First, obviously, you want to uphold your company's high standards. Next, you need to foster a culture of safety and trust in your office. And finally, you need to resolve your client's issue and do it fast. Here's my three-step process. First, it starts with setting a strong foundation. When I hire an employee, I set the expectation of radical accountability. I explained that mistakes happen. What I care about is that you let me know as soon as possible so that we can resolve it together. The cover up is always worse than the crime. Next, I create a culture of failing forward, a culture where we learn from our mistakes. We all mess up, but we have to move forward. So we even have a Slack channel called Fail Forward where we post mistakes, solutions, and requests for help. And I make sure that I'm active on that channel as well to set a good example. And then finally, when something happens, I lead with curiosity, not emotion. And look, this isn't always easy, but I take a breath. I separate my emotions from the facts at hand and I ask questions. But there is one question that I never ask, and you shouldn't ask either. And that's, why did you do that? Why did you do that is condescending, it's paternalistic, and it puts people on the defensive. A better question to ask is, as you reflect on what happened, what have you learned? And then be quiet and let them talk. What you should hear if you've hired the right employee and they're bought into your culture is they'll take accountability. They'll identify gaps in their process, suggest how they can improve, and come up with a solution to the problem at hand. The other thing that you must keep in mind is that as a leader, your employees' mistakes are your mistakes. So, where is your accountability in the situation at hand? Did your employee lack training, supervision, support? Are they overworked? What can you do better so that this doesn't happen next time? And side note, if they assign blame, if they don't take accountability, if they lie, they're probably not a good fit for your culture. And that is a topic for another video. Okay, now that you've reflected and you've resolved the issue and you've learned how to prevent it from happening again, you can celebrate failing forward with your employee and get on with your day. See, way better than a shouting match, right? If you want even more tips on building teams that thrive, hit that follow button and let's level up your leadership skills.